Hello, everybody. Welcome to the County Executive's monthly proclamation presentation. My name is Laura Virgili. I'm Hispanic Public Information Officer for Montgomery County Government. And each month, the County Executive will be recognizing organizations, people, or important events during this very special program. These events are designed to provide a place for us to celebrate some of the wonderful people and events that make our county so wonderful. So this is a live broadcast, and we will be asking all the individuals participating. In this case, today's presentation will be Emancipation Day Proclamation, which will be received by James Stowe, Jim, as we call him, who is the Director of the Office of Human Rights. And with that, I'm going to toss it to you, Mr. County Executive. It is a live broadcast, and let's have some fun. Here it is.
So thank you very much. Today, I'll be reading a proclamation recognizing Emancipation Day in Maryland. So the proclamation says, whereas on November 1st, 1864, the state of Maryland penned the new state constitution, marking one of the most pivotal days in the history of the state, and whereas Maryland's new constitution called for the freedom of all those held in bondage within its boundaries. And whereas Maryland was the first state south of the Mason-Dixon line to abolish slavery by a vote of the people and not by executive decision, legislative act, or military power. And whereas on May 15th, 2013, Governor Martin O'Malley signed the measure making November 1st Emancipation Day to officially recognize the day to celebrate the freeing of slaves in Maryland. And whereas this year represents the 157th anniversary of this landmark event in our state's history and is commemorated in Montgomery County with activities about sharing the history of slavery in the state with live demonstrations, guided tours of sites of historical significance, and other educational activities. Now, therefore, do I, Mark Owich, as County Executive, hereby proclaim Monday, November 1st as Emancipation Day in Montgomery County, and encourage all residents to participate in activities to help in their understanding and appreciation of the significance of this day in our history.
Thank you, Mr. County Executive. Do you have any further remarks, or do we have Jim Stowe give us some remarks?
No, I'll just say this, this was an important date, and it was significant that Maryland took this step on its own. We know in the other states, this was by compulsion of, the victorious, Union Army and the reunification of the country. Maryland acted on the vote of its own people to abolish slavery. And I do think that's a significant moment in history. And I just wanted to make note of that. And I'll leave it to Jim Stowe to explain further.
Thank you so much. And good morning, Mr. County Executive, and to all of you. Indeed, and I'm so glad that we have, as our county executive, also a historian as well, because he was able then to put so many layers to the things that we in fact acknowledge here in our community, and does so well. So thank you, Mr. County Executive.
Thank you.
This date has been enormously important, as the county executive suggested, and the mere fact that it was done by the people makes it such a strong statement of where the people were at that time. I should say that it was not necessarily at the time, as I understand, certain that we're going to get to this point. But in fact, it did occur, and even though the Emancipation Proclamation went into effect January 1st of 1863, this is almost over a year, I should say, after all of that took place. But Maryland did step up and became the first state to do so in terms of ending slavery, just months before the signing of the 13th Amendment, which freed all slaves throughout the entire country at that time. So I think that one of the things that we want to recognize is that there are a number of things going on throughout the county that we are going to call your attention to, and I want to make very sure that I get them exactly right. I know that some work is being done on a number of places throughout the county. The Josiah Henson Museum has events going on, so you can certainly look at their website for those very specifics. The Woodlawn Manor Park and Oakley Cabin African American Museums are also doing some events as well. And then the Slave Museum in Sandy Springs has events on this coming Saturday, the 6th. So there are a number of things going on throughout the area that will bring attention to and acknowledge this important date throughout the county. So we invite all of you to find a place to plug in and be more aware of this history, our history here in this county, and more importantly, in the state of Maryland, as we look at what's occurring not only nationally, but the impact we have here locally to all of our communities. So it's going to be, again, a significant opportunity to learn more about who we are here in Montgomery County and the state of Maryland.
Thank you, Director Stowe. Mr. County Executive, by chance, do you have the actual paper proclamation in front of you? Or do you have it digital?
I have the digital proclamation.
Okay, all right. Because I wanted you to show it to us, but it is digital, and I'm sure you're going to be getting it very soon, Mr. Stowe. Thank you, gentlemen. Anything else to add for this presentation?
I think we're good.
All right, then that's it for today. And we hope that you've learned something from today's presentation. Please do check the listings from the cable calendar to see when we will have the upcoming presentations. This is an event that will take place monthly. So thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time at the next County Executives Proclamation presentation. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.